Justice League. I am playing Injustice because, you know, I ain't want this video to be taken down. You know, put the trailer up and yeah. So we gonna go ahead and review it. So first we gonna do the non-spoiler review, and then we gonna do the spoiler review after that. So, and the reason why you see these right here, right? These multiverse events right here. You see that, right? So we getting ready to go ahead and play this. Did I play the other ones? Okay, hold on. Make sure we got okay. Yeah, so Justice League, after the events of Man of Steel, Wonder Woman, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Suicide Squad, the world is left reeling over Superman's loss. Fear has swept over the entire globe, and it causes an ancient evil to return to Earth, getting ready and to get it ready for its destruction. Batman and Wonder Woman answer the call, and they assemble a team of metahumans to combat the threat. Will they be able to stop Armageddon from happening, or is the world doomed to a fate worse than death? So that's my non-spoiler plot summary for Justice League. Y'all can let me know if it was right. I'll work on it. But anyway, so how I felt about the movie, to review it, I felt like the characters took the heroes took precedence. I felt like the action was great. I felt like the set pieces was great. I felt like everybody's motivations was great. I hate that Ben Affleck is gonna be replaced. I hate that, because he is by far the best Batman and Bruce Wayne that we've had, period. So I feel like Gal Gadot does her thing as Wonder Woman. You picked right back up to where she was at the end of the film, right? End of Wonder Woman, which I just picked up, by the way, if you're on the video. It's $12 if you got, you know, one by you. So it's a whole different world. Like, everybody is still missing Superman, and you know, the end is not basically for Earth if they don't click up. So the first person they go pick up, well, as y'all seen from the trailers, is well, I ain't gonna tell you how they pick them up, but they go to pick up Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg, and they pretty much got their work cut out for them, because, you know, they gotta stop the apocalypse, you know. And the enemy that they fighting is a comic book enemy that not a lot of people are familiar with, and I can see why some of the backlash from the critics or whatever, because they pick somebody who nobody is really even remotely familiar with. But when they all get together, and it's a twist that I'm explaining in the spoiler portion. It's fun. Like, it's not taking itself too seriously. It's not trying to be too dark or too dank. It's not brooding and overbolding. And it addressed all of the problems that people have been having with Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Suicide Squad, while also building on the tempo and the motif of Wonder Woman, you know. And now I feel like going forward, just as the DC extended universe is at a good place. These movies are going to be fun. They're going to be more colorful. They're going to be, I don't say, they're still going to have that hard DC edge to them. Marvel is going to be happy-go-lucky, you know, because Marvel's always been about the heroes, you know, whereas DC kind of have catered to both their heroes and their villains, you know. And make sure you stay after the credits. So now we're finna get into full spoiler territory. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, you got to the end of this match to vacate the premises. But before you go, make sure you like, comment, favorite, share, and subscribe for the one time. Hit the notifications bell so you can tell when I'm going live. We got super chat popping if you want to support the channel. PayPal, Patreon. I'm not running no ads on here. If you want to see me win, you want to see me play more games. Hell, if you want to see me do this all day long, it is up to you. Begin. You know, I could get the ducat somewhere else, or I could do this all day long if you want me to. If you like me that, if you like me like that, if you if you love me like that. So anyway, here we go, y'all. The full spoiler review of the Justice League. So after the events of Batman v Superman and the Suicide Squad, the world is plunged into fear with the death of Superman. Crime, mayhem is running rampant, and Batman and Wonder Woman are having a hard time keeping things in check by themselves. Batman, at the very beginning of the movie, uses a criminal to catch a parademon, which is on the loose and looking for the mother boxes. Meanwhile, in Themyscira, Steppenwolf is released through one of the mother boxes that was kept on the island over 5,000 years ago. Steppenwolf massacres the Amazons and threatens Queen Hippolyta with the promise that he would turn her into a parademon once all three mother boxes are intertwined, and plunges the earth into apocalypse. And not just plunge it into apocalypse, make it into new apocalypse and make it suitable for Darkseid. So Batman, seeing the approaching storm, and Wonder Woman alerted by her mother that Steppenwolf is on the loose with a big bottle of gin and juice. They set in motion the plan to bring together the Justice League. So the first person they pull up on is Aquaman. Now Aquaman said, yo, I'm an Atlantean. I help the people of this town. I'm not finna help you, Bruce Wayne, because you are the reason why Superman died. If you know, he knows something. You are the reason why we lost Superman. He blames him, and he doesn't trust him. While Wonder Woman pulls up on Cyborg, and Cyborg, having been affected, well, having almost died from an experiment in Star Labs with his dad, he was affected by the mother boxes and changed into Cyborg. I forget his name. I'm a big Cyborg Teen Titan fan. So eventually they end up after they see the approaching storm, after Steppenwolf gets access to 2 of the mother boxes by attacking Atlantis and killing a lot of Atlanteans. They decide to team up to take him down, and their plan is to bring back Superman from the dead using the regeneration pool and the power of the mother box. Flash uses his power of the Speed Force to jumpstart the mother box, the third and final mother box, the mother box that transformed and created Cyborg to bring back Superman.
All this for Batman. It's given me
Superman comes back from the dead, and he immediately starts whooping all the Justice League's ass because Cyborg, his suit is still evolving, his body is still evolving after being altered by the final mother box.
The Flash wins.
And Lois comes right at the last moment before Superman crushes the Justice League and brings down all of Metropolis. Lois and as well as Ma Kent bring Superman back to normal, and he agrees to help on the assault on Steppenwolf. So now that the team is together, before Superman can get there, they begin the assault. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to tell you. So Steppenwolf, in the confusion, ends up getting the third and final mother box. And as they're waiting for Superman to join,
River's not empty yet.
I'm tripping. As they're waiting for Superman to join, they begin their assault on Steppenwolf's citadel in the mother boxes. Batman leads the charge in the Batmobile and creates a sonic pattern that chases the majority of the parademons away.
Man, I chunked that
Superman,
you're going down.
While Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash and Cyborg infiltrate the Citadel, Aquaman breaks off and joins Batman to hold the line as they make their way inside the tower. And not Superman, but Steppenwolf gains the upper hand until Superman shows up and it takes the new god down. While
The Flash wins.
Also, him and Cyborg pull apart the mother boxes, stopping the Regenesis effect, which basically is the process of them terraforming the planet and making it to Darkseid. Making it to Apocalypse, so Darkseid can take it over.
Begin.
And seemingly by his own fear, the parademons, which are loyal strictly to Darkseid, begin to destroy Steppenwolf until he's boom tubed away, which we don't know if he boom tubed himself or that Darkseid boom tubed him away, but it's not said. As the Justice League assembles and the credits roll. couple things. Oh, wait a minute. So after the mid-credit scene, Superman and Flash take the historic race. I don't know if y'all remember the Superman animated series where they had that race, and in the comics they had that race too. You know, it's a fun little scene, but at the end of the movie, excuse me, Lex Luthor, once again played by Jesse Eisenberg, is broken out of Arkham and on a boat with none other than legendary Batman and Teen Titans villain, Justice League villain, Deathstroke. He says, we need to get our own league, a league of our own. So whether he's talking about the Injustice League or the Legion of Doom, we do not know.
Dr. Fate wins.
But we'll see in future installments. So to kind of dive deeper into my thoughts on the movie, I thought how they brought in every character was good. Some people got more time than others. The Flash being one, but his dad was in jail for murdering his mother, which we know he didn't murder his mother. Reverse Flash did, which they talking about that might be the Flash movie, and might introduce Flashpoint, but we'll see, because the Flash movie has been put on hold. Wonder Woman has literally been hiding in plain sight. She has not became, the beacon of not hope, but has not became a beacon of hope. Like her mother and them wanted her to be. She's been, living in the shadows. Cyborg is afraid that he may be used against the world, against his family, and against the Justice League. Aquaman, he just off the curry, living in a small port town in of himself. He doesn't really want to embrace his heritage until after he witnessed Steppenwolf's attack. And Bruce is still, obsessed with bringing Superman back, and he feels sorry and responsible for the death of Superman. So, and did I forget some people? No, I got everybody. Superman, I forget to get Superman. So Superman comes back, he's trying to make sense of it all. He is angry at Bruce, but at the same time, when Lois and McKenna are able to talk some sense into him, he remembers all of what happened, when they got together to be Steppenwolf, if you're not like I said earlier, not a comic aficionado, you don't understand his role. He's basically the Silver Surfer to Darkseid.
I'd rather face forward.
So, again, if you're not big into the comics, you're not gonna know who he is. And he really is just this movie's Loki or Avengers villain. Like, they didn't take as much time on the villain like they did. They didn't do it. They didn't do it in. They did it in Wonder Woman, but they didn't do it in Suicide Squad or whatever, because people complained about it. DC, the movie was good. I felt like Josh Whedon and Zack Snyder together can bring and build solid movies. Josh Whedon, doing the first two Avengers, always brought the pain. He set the tone for, the Infinity War, even though I have complete faith in the Russo brothers, but we talking about DC. Go see this movie. Go see this movie. It's a comic book film. You know, it's just as good as the first Avengers movie and Thor Ragnarok. I had to put, you know, neither one of them blew me away. But I had fun. I enjoyed myself, and I think you will too. How they trade Scarecrow's appearance. What in Injustice, Karangan, or in Batman? Because we talking about Justice League. As far as we talking about the movie Justice League right now. So back to the movie, and then I'll get to that in a second. Go see this movie. It's no reason for you not to go and see this movie. Comic compared to Justice. Yeah, we talking about Justice League right now, so I'll get back to that in a second. But like I said, I can see, you know, people's complaints, the critics' complaints, but it's not as bad as they say as it is. DC is trying to compete with Marvel, and I think, you know, Wonder Woman again is an example of them not listening to the critics, you know. But when you listen to the critics and you listen to the fans and you try to craft a movie righting the wrongs, I felt like this movie tried to right the wrongs, and it did right the wrongs of the other movies, but it still was a fun experience. And I recommend anybody who's a comic book fan, who's a comic book movie fan, to go check it out. Take your friends, your family, take everybody. It's a safe movie. It's not too dark. It's not too dank like all the other DC movies have been. Like there are funny moments. There are serious moments. There are, you know, tense moments. But there also are, you know, a lot of funny and lighthearted moments. A lot of cool action scenes. You know, everybody gets to contribute and show off their talent and their power, you know. And I thought it was a great movie. You know, I mean, it's not. I thought it was a good movie. It's not a great movie. It's not blowing you away, you know, like The Dark Knight or Captain America: Winter Soldier. It's not on that level. But as far as a comic book movie, it's just as good as any of the previous Marvel movies that aren't, you know, Captain America, Winter Soldier, or Civil War. It's not good on as those, or even The Dark Knight, but it's worlds better than Batman v Superman. I like Suicide Squad. I like Wonder Woman. I like Man of Steel. But I could agree that Batman v Superman, the original cut was horrible. The extended cut made it a okay watchable movie, but it had a whole lot of problems that, you know, that this movie addressed. And hopefully everybody goes out and supports the movie, because like I said, you're gonna have fun, man. You're gonna have fun. Now to Karanga's question. I like how they did Scarecrow's look, but, you know, Injustice is always, well, not always, but Injustice always, well, yeah, just as, you know, pride and joy is on making its own rendition, and then with Injustice 2, you can pretty much make your own version of the character with the different gears and loadouts. That's why I'm playing Justice 2 right now, reviewing Justice League, because I'm trying to get the Justice League gear. So, and you got till Monday, folks, to go get that. So, you know, I'm trying to run through these right quick.
The Flash wins.
Anybody else got some questions? I see y'all. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out everybody in the chat. Everybody watching right now, man. Shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, favorite, subscribe for the one time. Share this video, hit the notifications bell so you know when I upload and go live. I will be talking about Thor Ragnarok. I got a new series Start after I get through with this, called Better Late Than Never, where I talk about review things, things of that nature that I might not have gotten to, you know, the first day or the first weekend or right when everybody else did. So that's gonna come up after this. I'm gonna be playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, using Thor and the Hulk, and we're gonna talk about Thor Ragnarok right after this. So, like I said, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out Karangan, YT. Shout out everybody that's been watching, supporting your boy. If you want to support the show monetarily, we got super chats popping. You just hit the super chat button next to the emojis, or if you're on your phone, it's right there on the right hand side. PayPal, Patreon is available. You'll be supporting not only this channel, but Beast and Biz podcast, beastandbiz.com, where all the writers get paid. So, you know, make sure you, I'll update the channel when I'll be taking submissions, and the best ones will be hired on as writers for beastandbiz.com. You'll be paid. It's gonna be special, man. We trying to make the first minority-owned hip-hop video games website. I mean, we'll have other things on there too, as you know, as well, movies, other music genres, anime, things of that nature, of course. So this your boy, man. Thank you, and I'll catch y'all in a minute. Peace.